In another video, I was focusing on softening the front of the hip to fold forward. So now we're going to also soften the hip to turn to the sides. I'm sitting cross-legged. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit on the floor like this, you can do this exact same exercise sitting in a chair with your feet firmly on the floor, and you just want to have the angle of your legs, the angle of the upper legs the same as they would be if you were sitting cross-legged. In this movement, we will keep the front of the shoulders and the front of the hips aligned together. This is called the shoulder's nest, this soft area right in the front of the shoulder. We refer to the front of the hip area here as the quad. These 4 points stay together. We will not twist the spine. And another way to feel this and see this alignment is that my nose and my sternum and my belly button all stay in one line. I'm conveniently wearing some jewelry that helps you see that too. My nose, this heart here, this white ball, and the belly button all stay in one line. So take your fingers and just put them like this. It's just also helpful for you to keep the alignment when you can see the front of the edge of these fingertips in your peripheral vision. Feel into the body. Lengthen slightly through the center. Feel your breathing. And bring your mind particularly into the area of the hips in the quad. Keeping the torso, those 4 points together, just pivot to the side. Only so far as you can go before you feel a sense of grabbing or tension. Most likely in the area of the hips or the pelvic floor, but it could really be anywhere. As soon as you feel that, you want to pause and just relax to see if you can get that tension to let go. And continue to soften. And continue to breathe. And then, keeping that softening going, pivot yourself back to the center and then hang out here for a few moments. Feeling your breathing. Continuing to soften, pivot to the other side. And pause. Only going as far as you go, you can go until you feel a sense of grabbing or tension. And you want to pause at that point and just let go. Relax. Keep breathing. See if you can get a feeling of that tension letting go. And then pivot back to the center and hang out here. Great. So, a couple of words about this. One side is likely different than the other. So you may be able to turn this far on one side, but only this far on the other side. So you always want to keep your movement as small as your smallest capability there. So if I can only move this far here, then I'm only going to go that far on the other side as well. This is important because we want to build balance in the structure. over time, as the tighter side loosens up a little bit, then you can, expand both sides to that same degree. The other thing to keep in mind is that when you pause and when you're just relaxing in position, you want to move towards a feeling of let go. So if you find yourself tensing up more, then you've probably just pivoted a little too far. So it's really fine to just come back out of it a little bit and then find a more comfortable spot and then hang out there. As a matter of fact, it's much more beneficial to do that. So the point is not to arrive at a big stretch. The point is to be able to feel into your body and feel where that grabbing or tension happens, and then especially to feel what it feels like to soften and to have that let go. So I hope you find this useful again, and as always, please leave any questions or comments that you have. It's very helpful for me. By the way, thank you so much for all the comments that everyone left on the prior video I mentioned, and it's very helpful for me to hear your feedback, and especially to know what your experience is practicing, or if you have any questions that come up. Okay, enjoy.